Today's video of the Hanzi trainer, the app for learning the Chinese image characters with memory phrases, is related to two characters which easily can be mistaken. Those are the characters for arrow and for to lose. Let's get started after the intro. I am now asked for the character with the pronunciation and the meaning to know or to be aware. Here in the bottom we have a drawing area where I can draw the character with my finger, and when I make a wrong stroke, the app tells me how to do it correctly. Or I can press the yellow button to get this character shown. Then, here in the middle, an explanation field pops up. It gives me some information of the components of this character and proposes a memory phrase. This character shows at the left an arrow and at the right a mouth, which here, however, is understood simply as a square or a target. The explanation further gives me a hint how to memorize the component of arrow. Namely, an arrow flies in the sky. The short stroke at the upper left actually resembles the arrow, and the rest is sky or heaven. And you can remember sky by thinking that the upper horizontal line is the sky itself, and below that the character for big, which resembles a big person. So that what's above the big person, namely the horizontal line, that's the sky. And the memory phrase for the total character with the meaning to know is: the arrow hits the target if it knows it. So the combination of arrow and target means to know. Again, the arrow hits the target if it knows it. Here in the lower right we have some similar characters which are similar in respect of their optical appearance or their meaning. I go to the upper one and it's told to me that this character stands for harmony, peace, or Japan. I go back and here in the lower left we have the radicals which are used in this character. In the Hanzi trainer not only one radical is defined for each character, but any recurring element is considered to be a radical. Thus we have here three radicals. And I go to the middle one, the radical for arrow, and I get all usages of this radical in those 4,000 characters which are covered by this app. The second entry in this list is the Hanzi character for medical, doctor, or to cure. The explanation tells me that this is composed by a box and an arrow. For the memory phrase we think of acupuncture, and the memory phrase is: in the box are arrows for the medical treatment. So box and arrow in combination mean medical treatment. The next one is the character for to know, which we already discussed, and then we have the character with the pronunciation
短
and the meaning short or brief. The explanation tells me that this is composed by the arrow and a bean. The memory phrase is: an arrow of the size of a bean is short. Again, an arrow of the size of a bean is short. The next one has the pronunciation
矮
and means low or short in length. It is told to me that this character is composed by the arrow and a character which means to entrust. For to entrust we have the memory phrase: rice plants can women be entrusted. If I was interested in getting more information for to entrust, I could go with a double click on the character for low and then to the radical to entrust. But let's come directly to the memory phrase for low or short, and for that we think of the shooting with an arrow. If you shoot with a steep angle, the arrow is hardly controllable, but if you shoot flat, you can hit the target more accurately. The memory phrase is: the arrow can be entrusted when the trajectory is low. I repeat, the arrow can be trusted when, now in brackets, the trajectory is low. Okay, let's come to the next one. This has the meaning clan, race or nationality, and the pronunciation
族
The explanation tells me that this character comprises at the left the character for direction or square, and at the right we have a horizontal, thus a lying person, and this character for arrow. This character for horizontal person can be considered as the normal character of person, which is simply compressed, thus horizontal or lying. For the memory phrase for clan or nationality, we think that in every clan there are old, thus lying persons, and also young, which are very active. The memory phrase is, it moves in one direction and has lying persons and persons moving fast as an arrow, the clan. Okay guys, I could continue with working on this list one by one, but let's have a look here into the second line. Here we have some radicals that stand in a certain relation to this radical for arrow. I can switch those radicals on and off, and the corresponding Hanzi characters will edit or remove from the list below. The second entry is rather similar to the radical for arrow, and I go on it with a double click and come to the subpage for this radical. It's told to me that the meaning of this radical is to lose or to fail. The second entry of the list below is the Hanzi character for to lose or miss. I go on it and I get the information that this character is composed by an accent that is used as an emphasis, and the rest is the character for husband. The character for husband is composed by the character for big and some extra carrying arms. So the character for big is a big person with wide spread arms, but this horizontal line is double, thus this big person has extra carrying arms and means husband. The memory phrase for this is, I emphasize the husband is losing. Let me repeat, I emphasize the husband is losing. Well, this memory phrase might not make too much sense, but at least it is short and hopefully easy to remember. The first entry in this list is the character for iron with the pronunciation
铁
It tells me that it is composed by the character for metal and this character for to lose. For the memory phrase, we think that iron is a widespread metal which is at low cost. The memory phrase is, a metal that you can lose due to its little value is iron. Again, a metal that you can lose is iron. Let's go back and I come to the page of the arrow and I see again the characters for arrow and to lose next to each others. I'm pretty confident that you will not mistake those characters again, because the arrow is the character with the sky that is above the big person, and to lose is the one with the memory phrase. I emphasize it is the husband, so the one with the double carrying arms, who will lose. Okay, let's stop now, and as I was very fast, please view this video again from the beginning or get the app. The app is available for iOS and Android, and it's also available for Japanese. Then it is called Kanji Trainer. Please recommend this app to your friends who learn either Japanese or Chinese. I wish you much fun and success with learning.